Are the wheels falling off the Warriors' title charge? That was the question many were left to ponder after the Warriors were put to the sword by a depleted Penrith side in Sydney on Friday night. Apart from the opening 20 minutes, they barely fired a shot in the 36-4 thumping as former junior Kiwis halfback Jarome Louis carved up to the visitors on the back of a dominant forwards display. Well, it was the first time the Auckland outfit had lost back-to-back games this season, and they are still comfortably in the top 8. They could fall to 7th by the end of the weekend. The heavy nature of the defeat gives more evidence to those predicting the Warriors to fade in the business end of the season, as they have done so often in previous years. Stephen Kearney said their critics have been expecting that all season, but the coach is paying little attention to the outside noise as he looks to conjure up a big response for next week's trip to Brisbane. I'm sorry to disappoint. People have been waiting for us to collapse all year, to be honest, Kearney said. We've got Broncos next weekend, and for us the focus is about preparing well to take our best performance to Suncorp Stadium. What everyone says outside our group, we're not too fussed about. We know what we've got to do to improve and get better. Last week's controversial defeat to the Sharks aside, the result was yet another example of the Warriors failing to compete with the NRL's top-ranked teams, even though they started as favourites against a Panthers side missing a host of frontline players. Included in the bunch were NSW halves James Maloney and Nathan Cleary, and Penrith coach Anthony Griffin joked that they might be nervous after watching rookie duo Louis and Tyrone May completely outplay Sean Johnson and Blake Green. Kearney admitted the poor performance took him surprise but denied his team suffered from complacency. We prepared for their best performance regardless of who they had in the side, the coach said. They had come off the back of a couple of losses, so we knew what we're up for. We just didn't respond when we needed to. Louis, who starred with 2 tries and 6 goals, and Tyrone May were the beneficiaries of a powerful display up front. The Panthers regularly rolled through the middle, which will only increase doubts about the Warriors' ability to foot it with the stronger packs in the competition. They started well enough to win the early territory battle, and the Warriors perhaps unlucky to have 2 forward passes called against them in scoring opportunities, which would have been frustrating after what happened against the Sharks. Down 12-0 at half-time, the game was still within reach, but Kearney was left to rue a disappointing second half. Their execution on attack went missing, and the halves were guilty of taking poor fifth tackle options. While defensively, they seemed powerless to stop a rampant Penrith side who ran in 4 tries after the break. I've got to say it sort of came out of nowhere, Kearney said. The lads have had a really good 3 weeks, apart from the result last weekend, and they trained really well over the course of the week, so it's very disappointing how it ended up. I didn't think it was beyond us at half-time. We just made it really hard for ourselves. We weren't getting to our kicks effectively, and against a side like the Panthers you'll pay a price if you're not doing that well. Stuff promoted stories recommended by